Right on, guys. Well, I guess while Banks is getting changed, I just swapped my profile picture to my turtle. I minted a cool one, but I actually scooped this one off the floor because he just fit the vibes right. But yeah, just to kind of recap a little bit for everyone who's listening to the recording, who was unable to make it to this AMA right now. We just got off of a big call this morning with the Trash Slash Dev team, looking for January 15th. So in less than a week, we're gonna have a fully developed classic mode for Trash Slash available for Android and Apple phones. For Apple, it'll be through the Test Flight app where you could test apps before they're on the official App Store. And then we're looking at a full launch of the rest of the modes, which one mode will include NFT integration, and that should be out March, maybe April at the latest. We also have the Meta Millionaire course going out to our Chameleon holders on the 11th of this month here in the next couple days. And then after that, February, we're doing our full launch where the course will be $1,000 for non-Chameleon holders. People who have Chillin' Chameleons will be able to get the course completely for free. And we also have large Facebook ad budgets and campaigns planned for both Trash Slash the mobile game as well as Meta Millionaire Society, going out to completely different audiences. That's going to provide a lot of secondhand exposure to the chameleons and to our collections and to the turtles and to everything that we have. So just wanted to give you guys that little update for everyone who's wondering what we're up to this year. We're actually working on a very detailed roadmap 2.0. It's really going to integrate the Trash Slash launch. It's really going to integrate the Meta Millionaire Society launch, as well as the events we'll be hosting in person and in the metaverse. So yeah, a lot of good things. Just wanted to kind of kick that off for those of you listening to the recording of what's really going on. A lot of big things over the next week and over the next couple months and beyond.
Guys, and on top of that, if there's anyone that's in here that's coming out to Hawaii, we're gonna be doing a big event out there. We're gonna be posting about it tomorrow on Instagram, Discord, Twitter, everywhere. We're also gonna be it's gonna be catered. A lot of the Hawaiian community will meet. The community from Maui will meet us out there, and we're gonna be giving away like $5,000 in prizes, free NFTs, resin art, um, maybe even a little ETH, and whatever else I may drum. So it
Hey, we
should be.
got 33 people on the stage right now live. So yeah, I also forgot to mention that too. It's just we got so many things going on. Yeah, everyone who won the Hawaii trip is going to be out here in Hawaii in the next couple weeks or less. We're planning our big cleanup on the 29th, I believe, the last Saturday of the month. And Nell just whipped up an amazing animated flyer. Excited for you guys all to see it. And yeah, we have a lot of things planned. And starting from February on is also when the reef cleanups will continue. Right now we've been focusing on the oysters, on the forest restoration, because the storms that have happened have flooded into the ocean and caused a lot of shark activity and murky waters. We're waiting for it to clear up, which is why you don't see us really doing the reef cleanups right now until the waves, the winter swells die down. And from February to November is when we're going to be on the water consistently doing reef cleanups and promoting chameleons. And along with Meta Millionaires, along with Trash Slash, along with the Hawaii trip that's happening, and we got a lot of things planned to get the Florida, you know, 0.5 to 5 ETH or higher ASAP.
Yeah.
We're
Plus all
also
the.
talking about a giveaway, a listing giveaway where we'll have everyone list the chameleons up, and we're gonna have that qualify to enter some giveaways in the next few weeks.
Yeah, not even just that. This wasn't on the recording, so I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate. Um, Guys, not to mention all the money that's gonna be put into advertising. The course and the roadmap 2.0. So just get ready for the chat to be ripping again. We need the morale back up in the chat. I know some people, I haven't been there as much as I can. It's been hard trying to balance, everything that we have going on. Sorry guys, this guy did an accident everywhere.
Yeah, guys, if you could just please keep the chats hype for us. Like, I would love to be in there more. But like it's because I'm filming videos for MMS. We're setting up so many things, planning for the Hawaii trip, setting up a year's worth of reef cleanups and organizing it on multiple islands. Like, just understand, if we're not in the Discord, is because we're doing some serious work off our phones, and doing things to set up for the foundation and the longevity of this project. So we'll be in there as much as possible, but just know, if we're not in there, it's because we're doing big things for the project on the back end.
Yeah, guys, and I see a little bit of FUD in the chat saying like, the founders are nowhere to be found or anything like that. In any other project, I swear to God, we're the most doxed people. You guys all follow us on Instagram. You guys could see what we do daily. Like, we're not hiding from anything. We're right here. We're working day in and day out. And like Darren said, like, if you didn't get into this project for the MMS, like we're gonna get right back to the conservation, right back in February. Like he said, it's Hawaii's winter. We can't just you know there's storms out there, the murky waters. Darren, post that picture of the murky water of where put all that the mud in the water, like that before and after picture that you posted that one time.
Yeah, I got it posted in the charity channel. So if you guys go to the channels on Discord, you'll see in the charity work side. You scroll up a little bit, you'll see like the
That way,
flooding that still hasn't really disappeared, and it's actually prevented a lot of whales from even coming. People are saying, "Where are the whales? Where are the whales?" And because they're not coming near the development where all the flooding happens. So it's pretty crazy. We're actually seeing a decline in whale watching this season for the first time ever.
yeah, that's weird because when I came out there, it was funny. Darren took me on a catamaran, and I actually saw a whale breach. And some lady was like, and I caught it on camera. And this lady's like, I've been doing this for, 20 something years, and she's like, I've never been able to capture anything like that. So I got super lucky when Darren took me. So very blessed to see that. Um, Roadmap 2.0. Like that will be discussed over the next like couple weeks with you guys. We don't want to give you like too much information, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be lucrative for everyone. Um, and I'm super excited about that. It's gonna give us like that that we really need to like really get back on track and really keep this thing ripping and get it up and going. Like it's gonna bring a lot of hype. It's gonna bring a lot of excitement, and we're going to be ahead of the curve. We're going to be a lot further ahead of the curve than a lot of other projects that are on the market. So super excited to announce that with you guys.
Yeah, and also with the Roadmap 2.0, we already have a bunch of ideas written down, but as many of you guys know, we have that ideas channel under server support here in the Discord. So if you guys have any ideas or anything, just drop them down there. And, we always look at those ideas and we always keep them in mind, and we always, take them into consideration. So feel free to do that as well.
We're also going to have a lot more collabs coming up. So pay attention to the giveaways. We're going to be working with a lot more projects. Like I said, our main focus is to really get a lot of fresh eyes on the project. That's our main goal. So let's get some people up here asking questions. We got about 43 people in here. I know some people got some questions. Okay. Murdoch, don't half-ass anything, and Crazy 503. Who wants to go first? Don't half-ass anything. What's up?
What's going on, gentlemen? Just a couple questions. One, will Trash Slash be play to earn? And two, what is it about Trash Slash that makes it next level compared to the other games that are out there that are play to earn? And is there any talks of any tokenomics that are coming soon? I'm just kind of still curious about what the demand will look like for the Trash Slash game and what it's really going to bring to the community and how the Genesis project will benefit from it.
Yeah, great questions. I would love to answer those for you, man. I've started working on Trash Slash before I feel like Bored Apes were even minted. I started developing this for Protect. We have always had a gigantic demand for the game before Bored Apes existed, before NFTs were like all over the news. People before NFTs also realized that the ocean was dying and wanted to play a Fruit Ninja like game that can fund ocean conservation directly. So this was also something that's already a giant audience of hundreds of billions of people outside of the crypto space who are not yet adopted. So within the original version of Trash Slash, we have the classic mode, which won't have the integration, which is what you guys will be able to demo play next week. And over the next few months, we're actually working on separate modes that will integrate the Chillin' Chameleons Genesis NFTs to the game, and provide some type of reward. We've looked into some tokenomics and some coins that we could potentially launch, but to be honest, it would make more sense for us to work on Trash Slash 2.0 later this year, where it's something we've always had in the works. Like I said before, NFTs were even around the way they are now. Where we were going to have a VR virtual reality version where people can actually play the game on Oculus. And, I've been playing some play to earn games on Binance and Ethereum on my Oculus, like Revomon, where people are actually in VR catching these Pokemon things and selling them on the exchanges. So, I feel like for us to, have this game go out to the large, giant audience of hundreds of billions of people who want to play the game and support ocean conservation. And we could start to onboard people into the Chameleons, benefit our Genesis holders, and then launch our VR game that would be live on SideQuest for Oculus, where we could have tokenomics and play to earn potential. I feel like a lot of the play to earn games right now are just little web games that are like games from when the internet first came out. And we're going to see a lot of like hyper adoption and hyper evolution of how fast these games get picked up. So it's also important to sit back and see what the market does, because a lot of these games that are play to earn last year might not be relevant this year, because there's a lot of things changing and a lot of adoption happening in the virtual reality, AR, and the metaverse. So I feel like we could set up very well with Trash Slash 2.0 in our VR world, with the play to earn functions more directly developed, but also to remind you guys that the original Trash Slash will go out to a large, gigantic audience, thousands, if not a million times larger than the play to earn audience that's currently around right now in the space.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Brother?
What's going on? Congrats on the turtles, guys. Hey, I got a couple questions. It's been talked about quite a bit in the chat about a possible cham burn, taking a certain amount of your chams and getting a rare one. I know a lot of people have been asking about it, and I think it's just been forgot to be brought up in live from other people. Forget until after AMAs are over. So I wanted to hear that, and I got another question after that, but I'll let you guys answer this one.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome. Thanks for bringing that up as well. Like, we have so many things. That's also something we've been discussing a lot, especially the last few weeks. A hyper deflationary event that we could host, and that's something where the details would be all in depth on our roadmap 2.0. But that's also something where it would involve the turtles and other NFTs. But yeah, that is also something we are looking at doing in the next few months as a way to raise the floor price dramatically and cut the supply.
Guys, remember, if you don't have a turtle, you're definitely going to want a turtle. It's going to be very crucial that you have one of each, to say the least. So if you haven't already minted, make sure you do so. But
And just one more question for you guys. Is it possible we could do this same AMA that we have on live stage tonight so we can get a lot of new eyes? I know like when we're up on that live stage in Twitter, like all my followers will see I'm in a live, so they'll hop in and be like, hey, what's going on? You guys got so much information in this call right now. Feel like it'd be beneficial to a lot of new people trying to get into the project or wanting to get in. And probably go scoop a cham up off the floor because they're like, damn, Meta Millionaire Society's launching. A lot of big things coming. So I'd imagine there's going to be pretty big hype around it. We just need some more eyes out on that Twitter live stage. Just thought I'd throw that by you guys, see what you thought.
Yeah, I mean, this one is recorded. We'll have it, in the recorded AMAs, but I'm definitely open to that as well. I know we have huge audiences in other time zones, so I would love to just get everyone up to date with the launches that are about to happen, and everyone will witness it together.
Yeah, Darren, I'm super down to do it as well.
Yeah, what maybe like kind of later Pacific time, like around like 9 Pacific, or like what time zone would be best? Would you think, Matt, for that audience?
I've seen kind of like lately, I mean, I'm central, so usually 7, 8 o'clock is when I see most people on the live spaces. Um, I mean, I think it's great to do an AMA here in Discord for sure, because all our holders need to see it and you guys can record it. Whereas in live spaces, you can't exactly record it. But I was just thinking we could piggy bank off of the AMA in Discords. And when we have those with all the new information, then we could bring it to Twitter spaces, a couple hours later or whenever it's convenient for you guys. But
Yeah,
uh,
let's do it. I'm down, man. That's a great idea. I actually jumped in a couple Twitter spaces today, and one this morning I saw had like a recording light on. So like I don't know how they were recording their Twitter spaces, but I was able to see it when I like tapped in as a listener. So maybe there is a way we could also record those.
we'll keep killing it, guys. I'm proud of how far you guys have came. So I'll let anyone else come up for questions if they got it. Appreciate you guys answering mine.
Hey, thank you, Matt. Catch you on Twitter spaces tonight. Okay. Dope.
Sweet.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's see if we can get anyone else up here on stage. Anyone else have any other questions?
AGK just came up. What's up, bro?
Hey guys, how you all doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Yes, sir. So I had just about two questions. Like most of the first one was answered by Darren already when Half has asked those questions. But the first one is the floor. So what do you think that we should be doing on the floor? And the reason why I asked this is that, yes, we've been doing some floor sweeping events over and over, but don't you think that's hurting the project in the long term? Because pretty much anyone who does not believe in the project, they know that if they if they list their chameleons below the floor price, eventually one of them, they like it would be swept up. And this is basically creating, like right now on OpenSea, we've got about 2.2k owners for 5,000. So pretty much on an average, everyone owns two. What do you think would be a better way to address this situation?
I think just be patient and watch what happens with the MMS course.
Yeah, I feel like with our new roadmap, people are really going to understand the value that's going to come out for not even just chameleon holders, but people who have chameleons and turtles. Peter Voogd and our partner brand with the Coalition Crews also doing major things. And yeah, it's just, with the hyper deflationary event, with the course launching, with the Trash Slash game going out, it's just going to put a lot of eyes onto our community, onto our OpenSea collection. And we also have a lot of giveaways where we could have people, start to raise above 0.1 to enter these giveaways and these 1-for-1 NFTs that we'll start potentially giving out soon. So got a lot of plans for the floor price, and it's going to continuously raise the more we add value, the more we expose the collection, and to a larger audience that has yet to see it so far.
Guys, all we're going to
Absolutely.
bring mass value to the community this year. 2022 is the year of the chameleon.
Right. No,
We're gonna-
absolutely, that's true, right? Because the value that you add, that's the only thing which is going to raise the floor. And the whole thing is like, so the next thing is, what are the ideas about the metaverse? Because, and I understand that you guys do take a lot of time and reading the ideas. And thank you for pretty much everything that you've done. And it's just honestly very disrespectful with all the FUD going on in the community. But coming back to this point, what can we see in the metaverse? Initially, I had suggested, I don't know if it's way too far-fetched, but my idea was this way we could have also generated capital for you guys for the pyrolysis plant. So the idea was we bought some land on on either Decentraland or on Sandbox, pretty much up to you which one you want, and then everyone pretty much gets a part of it, like an X amount of land for a chameleon. Eventually you have a casino or you have some UFC fighting rings or something, because before the sneak peeks there were some abilities where, like, and chameleon with a Viking sword in hand said, like, which one do you think will win? Something like that was happening. And if you guys could bring something like this, where there could be, for example, a fighting thing going on, and pretty much like someone puts in $50 on his side, the other one puts in 50, the winner takes 90, $10 go to you guys or just the founders of the community, the way it sits, that would create a continuous revenue coming into the Chameleon Society. And then people would really be encouraged, okay, if I want to get into the Cam City, if I want to get into the metaverse, I need to buy a fucking chameleon. And pretty much that way you've got casinos, you've got anything going on, you need some tokens. You can set up a token and you could basically make tokens out of thin air. Those tokens that you create, the community gets the hold of them at the same time and they have a value like X dollars per token. That way it's a win-win situation for you and for us as well. So for the community, it's basically you could either stake your NFTs, which is coming up, and you could get rewarded with tokens, which you could use in that land. You could basically buy stuff, you could do stuff, and the X amount of fee that you set up, we pay that in the tokens, which goes back to the community. That way, we would have a continuous revenue coming into you guys as well, because the whole idea is this is a business. As much as we are sponsoring nonprofit, as much as we want to believe in the long term as well, this is also one way where we need to ensure we're getting the revenue in so that we always believe in the long term. So what are your thoughts about some of this?
I agree. I would say that is definitely our goal with, even Trash Slash 2.0 after this main version goes out to the masses, is to be able to develop one that could be in metaverses. The thing about it is I've seen a lot of NFTs the last 6 months promote that they have Sandbox, that they have Decentraland, that they have Metaverse, but I haven't seen any project actually do anything in the metaverse yet, besides maybe Snoop Dogg, which isn't really with an NFT collection. It's just him and Sandbox. I haven't really seen any big things happen with any of these things. It was almost like they just put it up there as a way to hype up their project and, leverage their investments that they're holding in their wallets to like hype up their NFT community. But I've yet to see any real utility come out of any of the land that these NFT projects have purchased on Sandbox. We put that money into conservation work. We're going to market to a whole new community of people who believe in things that we believe for life. Conservationists are typically conservationists for life or until we solve the problem. So, it puts us out there different than the way that I feel like a lot of projects kind of leverage Sandbox's hype to just try to make their projects relevant. I would definitely want to do the metaverse, but I'd also want to just be very cautious and do it the right way, because I don't feel like we've seen any NFT project properly do that yet. And we're watching and studying, and we know proven businesses with our mobile game is a proven business, our course with Meta Millionaire is a proven business. So we do have a lot of successful proven businesses with good track records that we're integrating into the NFTs. And once those are done, the metaverse business model will definitely be the next one, I would say, on our list and top priority.
Yeah, definitely. Like
why it's top priority right now.
At the end of the day, we're a conservation NFT.
Right.
Like,
No, of course, and I appreciate that, and that's the whole scenario, and that's what we invested in. And Darren, to add to that, I did drop a video here in the Chameleons chat group. So this is like one of the projects, not promoting any projects at all, but I also tweeted the other day that these are one of the two best projects, Chilling Chameleons and Samurai Saga. The reason why I just dropped that video is it's a 3D world open game. That's what they're working on. They're solely that. They have nothing to do with ocean conservation, totally different thing. But what I want to take away from this is something which is also going on, and these would be, if possible, they would be a huge partner if you guys could partner up or do something like that with them. Their project, it was sold out within 19 hours. And like, again, I am absolutely backing up Chilling Chameleons, no doubt about it. The reason why I just published this, maybe it gives you an idea, maybe it helps, and also they would be one of the best projects to partner up with at the right now. They are in a huge hype, and maybe this is something if you guys could look into.
No, I've heard of that one. My friend, I think, bought like 20 of them, and he's like staking it and all this stuff. So yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like even if we just keep doing our thing, like we're gonna see these projects that have the metaverse as their sole focus. want to partner with us and collaborate, whereas we're one of the only ones with our sole focus on conservation and crypto mentorship. There's
True.
going to be like a million projects focused on metaverse, and we'll see which ones actually, follow through with their roadmaps and pull everything off successfully. And, we'll be the one to partner with. Because for me, it's kind of sad because I feel like there's been so much hundreds of millions of dollars that has gone into metaverse real estate that, like, if 1% of that went into conservation to protect the real world that we live in and breathe oxygen in, it's just people are so focused on this digital world. It's like they're forgetting about the real world. And, look at all these people dropping 5 figures on sandbox land when they've never donated $1 in their life to ocean conservation.
True. And that is something which we
Hey,
have. That is something
these other projects that have bought land. First off,
I'll
they don't
drop that on Twitter Spaces tonight.
they don't even know they don't even know what to do with the land, nor do they probably even have someone to develop it. And then when they find someone to develop the land, what they want it to be, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right. And that's the whole thing, right? Because I think Dennison also mentioned last night that Chilling Chameleons is the only project which really emphasizes and helps if you're a whale. They acknowledge it, and that is the whole thing why we're here. Because pretty much everything that we've said here, you guys have acknowledged it, and I just feel personally so disappointed in people creating the FUD around you, and I feel there's not just enough respect.
It's really not that much. Like 1 or 2 people saying shit. It's not a
Right.
lot.
No, because this is like I'm addressing. We've got 48 people here, and even if this is recorded or not, you just need to make sure that these guys are also working there for us. They're pretty much this is a full-time job. Many people don't understand this, but you guys have been working, and I personally really want to acknowledge all this that you've been doing, especially you, Kels. I understand that, and everyone's been working there. It's just like some of these things they really disappoint you, and it's really sad to see that some people in the community that don't value the chameleons the way they should be. But it's Diamond Hands all the way. So down the line in the future,
It's okay. These
Hey, the
people,
doubters and the skeptics become your biggest supporters once you prove them wrong. So, we just got a lot for them to watch, and, they could keep trying to hate, but eventually they'll change that perspective around and, be a very dedicated supporter to what we're doing.
Absolutely. All right, guys. That was pretty much what I wanted to say. Really appreciate you guys here, and all the best.
All right. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you a lot as well.
Thank you.
Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to bring something up that's like super important because I see in the chats all the time, everyone's like, hey, when can we stake our chams and, get like a token? Or like, there's a lot of projects right now that are doing staking. They'll earn tokens while they stake. The problem with that is if you don't already have, it's like crypto, if you don't already have a set token that already has a bunch of buyers behind it, and then you start giving everybody these tokens that they can earn them, what happens is all the people that just staked all those tokens for free are going to dump them. So basically, it's just going to hurt the project. Right now, it's just a big hype in the NFT community. Like, hey, let me stake my NFT and I'm going to get these tokens. Okay, well, it says I'm going to make $100,000 a year. Well, so is everybody else that's staking those tokens. Well, what do you think is going to happen when you give somebody those tokens for free? They're going to sell them, and then it's just going to bring the project price down and down and down. In the long run, that's just really going to hurt the dev teams or the project completely. I see this kind of happening with quite a few projects already launching. They're already launching out their stake project, and they have no buyers into this token that they're launching. So I just wanted to bring that up for a lot of the community that's been asking about it. As far as like play to earn for like real money, I think the concern behind that is if we did have a token, I think it would have to have a lot of utility and already a lot of investors, and the stake reward would have to be extremely small just to maintain the value of that token and carry on the project.
yeah,
No, I agree. Thank you for bringing that up. I feel like that's definitely just something that a lot of projects are hyped. They're launching their coins, but what's it backed by? Like if we can build this first pyrolysis plant, we could back up our coin and utility token with a tangible, profitable, sustainable business model in plant. So, we're playing the long-term run, guys. You're going to see a lot of projects sell out to whatever's the latest hype to stay relevant, and they're not going to be around in 6 months. And we're going to be here for the next 60 to 600 years, as long as we can keep the planet alive, pretty much, is what this one project out of every NFT project out there that I've still seen to this day, really out there doing. So, trust me, guys, we got a very good long-term vision, and we're building our foundation right now with the Trash Flash, with the MMS, with the pyrolysis plant. We got a lot of things coming, and, people are just going to have to see like the difference over the years, what's going to happen when we set ourselves up to get lucky, but it's our preparation meeting the opportunities presented to us.
All right, we got any more questions before we end it?
Yeah,
Brian.
I would just like.
Oh, you want to go?
No, you go.
Appreciate it. All right. So, from my question, I want to piggyback off of what Darren said, bro. So, I like the fact of how you said that this is one of the reasons why I got into this thing. This is literally the only NFT project I've seen that actually has a purpose on maintaining the real world. I feel like we're all super distracted as far as like going into this digital world, as far as like literally forgetting that, hey, this is a thing where we have problems on that. So what I'm saying is, for a second, fuck the tokenomics, fuck the money, fuck the profits, fuck all that. The only thing I have as far as question, why are we just limiting this to the ocean cleanup? Why don't we have like more city cleanups or whatnot? Why not we actually like team up with people for cleaning up like highways, ocean, cities, and whatnot? Not only we get more like rapport, credibility to all that just for ocean sustainment, but it's like literally just cleaning up the planet. Why are we just limiting it to the ocean? Could there be like ways on how to integrate that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like what the NFT cleanup days are. And guys, we're supposed to host one NFT cleanup day like every month or every other month. So every month. Yeah. So also,
February 1st. February 1st is looking like our next NFT cleanup day, where people can clean their city, their park, their river, their stream, or their local beach. And, that's really how we could help spread that awareness. And, we want to start with the ocean, but of course we want to reforest. We want to help sustain everywhere, because it all leads into the ocean ultimately. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up, bro.
Right. So the reason why I want to pick that up or bring that up, because some of us actually don't like stay near ocean. Like for me, I'm in the Midwest, bro. So what I was actually thinking, like for some, like say for instance, chameleon holders that are probably like within Missouri or something. Like I know my guy Frank, he's in the chat and he holds like some. I was gonna link up with him like for the February 1st thing, and then we could literally start like a social media movement for the chameleons on cleaning up Kansas City, for an example. So why not like for people that stay in like cities, literally like link up as a community, and then that's how people can really like start pushing out stuff. Not only will people meet each other in person, but actually like start showing it. And once stuff really gets collectively around there, I feel like that's how news channels will start hitting in and getting things going. But I can start that mug in Kansas City if needed, bro.
Hey, that'd be awesome, man. Let's definitely connect about that soon in this next week, and would love to help you plan something out, set up a way where we can, do some giveaways or promotions. And our next NFT cleanup day on February is going to be huge. The November one was honestly probably one of the most satisfying days of my life, seeing people clean up all around the world, and we're going to have that happening monthly for the rest of this year. We just had MMS and Trash Flash and things for New Year's, so we took New Year's off, but starting February 1st, you're going to see monthly NFT cleanup days happen around the world.
Say less. Yeah, get with me in DM and Instagram. Y'all know my stuff, man. All right, I'll get off the stage.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, is it right if I quickly just chuck some light onto staking and tokenomics and everything from a sort of developing point of view?
Yeah, would love that. And awesome turtle, by the way. You got one of the Yatted Ninja ones, man. I'm jealous.
Thanks. I was staunchly against getting one because of the free mint airdrop debate, and then gas was cheap, and I thought, fuck it, might as well. So I lucked out big time on that. But yeah, just want to say, like with the stake, everyone's going on about staking coins and everything, and as someone who I do that, I make that. It takes about 2 hours to make a coin. Sort of, it's piss easy to do, but again, it's having inherent value outside the ecosystem. If no one's engaging, if no one's doing anything, it's going to be pointless and it's just going to cost a lot of money. And to me, it just seems at the moment it's not really worth it. However, incorporating it into a game where you could earn rewards to buy upgrades or pimp out your chameleon or turtle or whatever would be a more viable, more valuable way of doing it from a business side, because it will create the demand, and then with the supply, and people can then trade in ETH or whatever you're doing with it. We get asked a lot to do it for NFTs. We just had one yesterday that we quoted for it, and I had this conversation with them and said, look, you're launching a new NFT. Worry about selling your worry about selling your NFTs first, rather than sort of looking too far ahead into all this staking business. And I know Holy Heroes is probably the one who's doing it the most at the moment, but they're starting to have issues with it. And it just seems it's all hype at the moment and no one's really understanding what the fuck they're doing with it. So that's sort of I'd be wary going down that route at the moment, but definitely in the future.
Hey, thank you for sharing that, bro. I agree 100%.
Yeah, just seems a bit jumping the gun at the moment. I mean, and we're slowly lifting the floor back up and building some more people in. So maybe once we've got a bigger community, it's definitely something to look into, because people want free money at the end of the day. But from a developing side, it's not cheap to do, and you just could be chucking money down the pan for no reason. Where
Yeah,
you could
like
be investing it into better things.
Yeah, no, like I said, I feel like if we continue to invest into ourselves the way we are, like we could secure some major partnerships with the ones that successfully, apply staking. And then there's also Trash Slash 2.0, where we're planning to really integrate all of that into the newer version, into a Web3 playable game.
Yeah.
100%. So
Yeah, because I didn't realize Trash Slash was already in development before the Chameleons. That's
yeah,
quite something that's quite cool.
it was actually
Having
something that like I was focusing on like at the start of, even probably towards the end of 2020, was where I was really
Yeah.
just like talking to them. I met Dan. We were doing the designing, the conceptualizing of the game. I mean, people don't realize, like, when I see all these projects saying they're launching games, it's like, I've been working nonstop with Dan for almost a year plus straight. And, just a lot of it was even the designs that we went into making. So we're excited for you guys to see what's going to be playable on the 15th, because, trust me, it's more than just 6 months of work that's gone into this game. It's been more than a solid 12 months of just full-time creative and, a lot of different things going into it. So excited for you guys to see it and for it to all tie together with the chameleons.
Yeah, I think it would be when you release a 2.0, and that's when you could maybe start looking at adding the sort of chameleon coin or whatever into it as a reward-based system, and that's where you generate the demand for it. But yeah, at
And
the moment, I think
Trash Slash 1.0 will be able to set us up with like exposure to developers, to even funding the 2.0 version to be, 100x better than what everyone else is launching with their minting funds.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. That's what, if you get your sort of base products right, then you can always adapt, and if that's successful, you can build on the back of that, and you've already got then the sort of the back end development done on it. It's just a case of integrating it with wallets and all of that, which is a bit difficult, but you can do it. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say really about, is just like everyone, we see it in the chats almost every day, like staking and everything, and I don't think people often realize that it's easy to do, but it's not easy to generate the money that people want from it. So just from a development side, I thought I'd just share that. And also I just want to say thanks for being for you guys have been a bit more active on socials and being in the chats a bit more, because it's definitely boosting the morale in the groups and stuff.
Hey, right on. Appreciate you. I know Dan even reached out to you as well. You know, our developer was on the last AMA that we did, and he heard you talking and reached out to you in the DM. So I know you were double checking and being, cautious, of
Yeah.
course, if you could. But yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Our
I just
devs
didn't
really
want to.
on it.
Yeah, he seems like a good bloke, and he's from London as well, which is always helps.
Yeah, no, I'm stoked for you guys to connect. I can't wait to get out there one day or have you guys out in Hawaii. And yeah, we're doing it the right way. I know when people are like, why is the floor not going up? I mean, they don't realize a lot of these projects, their floors might be going up, but they might be at zero in the next few months, like while we're still just building foundations to our empire. So yeah, this is
Yeah,
the long-term game. A lot different than a lot of
yeah,
these other projects.
yeah, definitely. That's all I wanted to say. So I'll hop off and let someone else have a chat. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming up, brother. All right. Anyone else before we close it down?
Yo, real quick, fellas.
Okay.
I'll make it quick. In terms of like utility, and maybe we can like you guys could like incorporate this with the trash slash game. But I noticed Full Nail was doing like 3D printed stuff, and maybe we could like incorporate like a reward system for those who play the game. And like maybe you reach like level 50 or whatever, you get like you get an extra discount on merch, or you get
A
a
piece of
3D.
physical art.
Right, right. Or like a 3D printed Chillin' Chameleon or a 3D printed turtle. You know what I mean? I think maybe that could definitely add some big time utility. And I don't think anybody's really doing like 3D printed stuff, or maybe even like art, bro. Like I noticed the renewable art that we're making from the sea recycled stuff. That was super dope. But I didn't mean to cut you off, my bad.
No,
Hey,
it's all
thank you.
good.
We'll definitely get more resin art out. I know Nell's doing the 3D pieces, which, yeah, if we did custom 3D chameleons for our top players in Trash Slash, I know he was sending me some info on a machine that we can actually get here in the next few months, where
yeah.
we could grind up the trash from the beach cleanups and turn it into the 3D printer filament that could be used to make those figures. So instead of buying 3D printer filament, which is pretty much just plastic into yarn, we could actually like grind it up from the plastic from our beach cleanups. And we can make that into filament and make these turtle figurines, out of 100% recycled plastic, which is really the goal. So
Heck yeah, brother. Yeah, that adds more utility. I'm a manufacturing engineer, so we PLA. You can make PLA, and it's biodegradable. So that's even another marketing point. You can throw PLA in the ground, and it biodegrades in 8 years, and it does nothing to the earth. But heck yeah,
hey,
brother. Yeah, but perfect. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey,
hey,
awesome.
shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to chat more about, that side of the printing. And awesome turtle, by the way. You got the Yadded lava one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sounds
I was gonna
dude.
say that's the sickest turtle I've seen so far.
Oh, dude, I love him, bro. Number 668. I woke up at 5 a.m. I set an alarm, my time, Mountain Standard Time, and I was shooting for 666, bro. That's my lucky number, and then turns out they sniped it, and I was like, it's all good. Boom, got 668, bro. So happy with the turnout, brother. Love the art, Full Nail. Appreciate you, bro.
Dude, that one looks like it'd probably be like the most rare one. Look at all the traits it has. It has a chain, the tattoos, the lava skin, hat, and glasses.
Yeah, bro, I love it, dude. I love it, man. But heck yeah, brother, I appreciate you guys' time and appreciate you letting me be up here, and appreciate your discussions. I will definitely hit you up, Darren, on Instagram, brother. I'm going to be D Blea on Instagram, or Dominic Blea.
all right. Sounds good, bro.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Nice hearing from you. Thank you for coming up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Guys, and we appreciate everyone coming up here. It just shows us that you guys still actually care about the project, and it's really motivating for us as the founders of the project. So again, we really appreciate that. All right, is that it?
Hey, yeah. Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're all right. I have not
what's up,
extended
brother?
myself that long. I think most of what I was up to put on table was done already by other camps. I just would like to talk about the tokenomics. I know people spoke about this minutes ago. Just one idea. I think it would be great to have some funds invested in some wallets and in some new NFTs from other projects. So this could be profited in the long run back to the community. That's one idea I had. and I would like to share it. I hope
Yeah,
it could
thanks
be
for
accepted.
sharing.
I
That's a cool idea. I got some mutant cats, and I noticed that they have a really cool setup with like how they have like their NFT collection that allows them to have fractional ownership and provide value behind their fish
right.
tokens. And they're the one of the few projects that I've seen actually do it. All the other ones are just staking, making coins with nothing backing it up. So yeah, that's also
That's
something we're looking at.
that's great to hear. Another thing I would like to bring. Well, I'm here on the project. I always trusted on since day one. That's why I'm here. I shared some points in the last time. I was not able to be here because it was too late for me in London. But I heard the responses, so thanks for responding to my questions in last week about the way few members like me were feeling in regards of foods and in regards of the motivation inside the community. Thanks for responding that. And I have one question. I just missed adding that last time. It's about the plant, about the pyrolysis. Is that in the plans for the long run, or it is being abandoned or it will be taken in again at some point? How is this working from your perspective about the pyrolysis plant?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely still on the plans. I mean, we just decided to, put the focus right now on MMS and Trash Slash, which will actually help
Right.
accelerate the funding to get the pyrolysis plant since it is a $6 million plant.
Yeah.
On top of the $200,000 feasibility study, but we'll be able to have that study done this summer. And then hopefully in the next year, we'll start the construction process. And, as more funds come in from Trash Slash, from MMS, from our ad campaigns, from our chameleons, we could even help fund the expedition of that construction process. So, yeah, it's definitely not only a long-term plan, it's like a short-term plan because our long-term plans to then have those plants built elsewhere, have one in Ecuador, in Mexico, in the Philippines, and, start to
Right.
put them in other places is our long-term plan with it.
That is very interesting, and it is basically why I asked because once it has fully approval there, that would be easier for other places, other countries to accept that as a ready to go plan. And it is very nice to hear actually because other places, especially in South America, for example, there are lots of places that will benefit a lot from this idea. And I'm glad to hear that, and I'm grateful to be here anyways. Okay, I will not take your time anymore. I think that most of the things were spoke already about the flow and everything else, and I just want to say it once again. My opinion in regards of this is because I think you are all of a great heart and you gave too much very quickly, and people felt there was nothing more to take. I just want to say to all the takers, go away because this is a long-term project and this is just the beginning of a thing, a dream to become true. And I'm glad to be part of this. I'm here for the long, and please reiterate that all the time as soon as you can. Tell again and again on the community because what me and other people from the beginning are seeing is that some people are coming and going and they are damaging the feel inside the community, right? Me personally, I felt put away from some time of coming in Discord and having a chat with the fellow friends here because of guys who came, flipped the chameleons, and then they gone. But before they gone, they damaged the companionship, the camaraderie here inside the community. So please reiterate that all the time and keep these guys away, please. It's just I mean, it's a truthful request from my side. I know I just have two camps. I just minted two chameleons, but I'm still an investor, and I'm not going anywhere. But seeing the way the community was a few weeks ago was disgraceful. Don't take me wrong. I know everybody here is for the good, for the long run, but few guys like me felt pushed away because of the flippers, and I believe you understand my concern.
Yeah, we got good. We shook all those people out of the project. Now we got all the most solid. We got the most solid team. You know, this is a really good AMA. Like, I'm happy that we discussed everything and we got everything coming over these next couple weeks. And I have a feeling, Dead Silverado, that you're gonna be real happy with everything that we got going on. And thank you for the beautiful words, man. We truly appreciate it.
All right, thanks to you, man. Thanks for your time and be safe, everybody.
Thank you, bro. You too. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much, man. We appreciate everyone coming up here today. I hope that answered everyone's questions. And Darren, you got anything else to say, or Parker or Oscar?
We doing this Twitter Spaces tonight? I'm down. I'm pretty hyped.
I'm there.
I'm down for the
100%.
Twitter Spaces. Always a good time.
We'll get spaced up.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, we just set a time, post an announcement, get everyone on Discord to rate it, and we'll get like a couple 100+ people in and get that floor price moving. Get everyone
we
ready
just need.
on the mess.
We just gotta work as a community to make sure that everyone's promoting it together. So let's do it. I'm down. I'm there. I gotta go though. That's
Yeah.
hear me?
No worries. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you, everyone,
I'm
for
not.
tapping in.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate everyone.